Well, hello, my angels. I know you thought I forgot you, but never, ever would a Sag forget her Sagittarius community. I'm Tigra. Welcome to Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers All, one of your long original first Sagittarius channels here on YouTube, bringing you as much as I often can general messages for the Sagittarius community. I thank all of you that come to the channel, those of you that I've done personal readings for over the years. I thank you for your love and the sincerity that you give to the channel. You know, it's not easy with the YouTube algorithm. I don't get the views and the watches that I should, but you know, I will still plug in there to do what I can for the community as well as my subscribers. You know what? We're at the end of June. This is it. This is the last week. So this is going to be your June wrap-up general reading. Then we're going to start out with the weekly reading, the last weekly general, and also love general weekly reading for the final week in June. We'd love to hear in the comments below what you have planned for your summer vacation. The kids are out of school. Some of you might be teachers. You're taking a break off of work. We'd love to hear what your travel plans are. Please be safe out there. Consider a staycation maybe. A lot of crazy things going on, as you know. I don't want to elaborate, but many of you know. So please be safe. Keep me and the whole world, not just, you know, a particular state or country, but the whole world. Keep the world in prayer. Okay, cards have been blessed and prayed for. If this is your first time, I shuffle, pray, and bless the space on my cards before each reading to allot for time. I try to keep the videos under 30 minutes. I do timestamp. And if you want an extended personal reading to any of the general readings that I do here, you may contact me at sacredsagjourney@gmail.com. Otherwise, I don't do personal readings. I only do personal readings for past clientele. If you help me reach the 3,000 subscriber mark, though, I'll be more than glad to open that up again. And don't forget, if you comment, there's a chance you can get a free card pull, which I try to do twice a month. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to be using a deck of a creator that not only has a YouTube channel on here. Her deck is used in a lot of channels. This is her second. I think she's made several decks, but this is the second one. Actually, is this the second one? Yeah, this is the second one I own. Okay, what is the general energies as we wrap up the month of June for Sagittarius in this crazy world we live in, right? God, we need your protection. Archangel Michael, cover and protect us all from the time we go out till the time that we come home. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. May no weapon form prosper against us. May all be done in the power and glory of God. Okay, so what is the wrap-up energy for Sagittarius as we end the energies of June? Looking forward to July. Hopefully there'll be a turn in the energy and some positive things. At the bottom of the deck, we have caring for others. So as we end the month of June, some of you might be called to care for others because of turning events, right? Also, like we know, the end of June is usually children are out of school. Some of you who are grandparents, or you know, you might be a babysitter or you're a teacher on break, you might do additional work, care sitting or teaching summer courses or day camp. So caring for others really can go from caring from a child to caring elder care for your elderly parent or for someone in hospice. So many of you could be called to care for someone in your life, or just others in general. In a way that I feel that I care for others is by doing these readings here on the channel. So I feel like this is my call as a Sag for caring for others. And for many of you who are light workers or readers or spiritualists, this might be your calling as well. So even though June might be ending, it is just the beginning for those of us who are being called to care for others. With the energy of brain fog, confusion, you know, a lot of us are confused, and it's okay to be confused. You know, there's a few choice channels that I watch on YouTube, and you know, a lot of their subscribers writing or calling or, you know, or texting, and they have concerns, you know, not only in their personal life, but with what's going on in the world and the energies, you know, to be. So a lot of it can confuse you. It can throw you off your goals. It can pull your attention in one direction when you should be actually focusing in the other. So if you're having brain fog, it could be just that. For others of you, the brain fog could be something more personal to you, okay? It could be early signs of something maybe that you need to deal with personally in your life. So there's a difference between brain fog, like, okay, I'm just tipping through the tulips and I'm caught up, in what's going on in the world. And then there's that type of brain fog, like when you have a loss of memory, you can't recall certain things, then that's a different type of brain fog, which if you're experiencing that, you need professional help and you need to really note it and keep an eye on it. With a change in perspective, definitely with the things that are going on in many of our lives, we're changing positions, we're changing our thought pattern, we're changing how we think based upon how we really realize how life is and how life should be. You might have been on the right. Now you're on the left. You might have been in the middle, not choosing a side, and now you're picking a side. And sometimes life will do that for you. You want to sit on the fence. You don't want to take that leap of faith. You don't want to be the fool, but you can't remain being the hermit. So a lot of you, when you see a bird is a bird, if it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. Despite you wanting it to be a bird, eventually you have to say it's a duck because birds don't quack. And I think in real life, when you add that principle, there's a lot of things that many of us have been denying. We don't want to believe things to be true. We can't believe people will think or act a certain way. But as Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are or they tell you who they are, believe it. So yes, many people will be changing their perspective in their own walk of life and also how they feel about others in life. With the energy of happiness, high vibes, many of you are going to be happy because you feel like even though there's a lot of crazy negative things going on, those of us who are spiritual, those of us who know that this turn of events needs to happen for us to get to the other side of the road or to get to that end to the rainbow, for this new energy to come about, that these things, we must go through them. We must go through the dark and the bad and the negative to get to the positive and the light. So you know what? Try to keep that happiness high vibe in you. Keep that potential of love and all the potentials of what can be, what we've all dreamed together in community and also individually for our own lives, for our friends' lives, for our families. That anything can and will be possible. And even though we're going down one particular path right now and it's not that great, there is a door opening. There will be an end, and there will be a bright new beginning. We're changing direction, yes. Happiness, high vibes, yes. Why? Because it is the world. We as individuals, not only are we changing our perspective, but we're also changing our direction. And that is what this was all for, believe it or not. Sometimes we don't understand why things happen in life the way how they do, or how we have to suffer or go through all these crazy things just to learn or to get the lesson. But we go through it and we get the lesson, and it puts us in a change of direction to be where God knows we should be and where we could be. So I love this deck because it deals with real life issues, from the personal to the world issues. And as you can see, it is so point on. So I love that. The general message before I started the video was let me just quote it again. It was, sorry, the cards fell. Was keep it to yourself. So as things are still going in different directions and there's slow endings starting and new beginnings, there's still a lot of things you or I or we collectively have to keep to ourselves. Your planning, your ideas, your thoughts, your hopes, your dreams. You never let people know exactly what it is you do or what it is you desire or what it is that you want to be, because they can throw a little wrench in it, right? They could mess up your plans. So keep it to yourself. If you're almost at that pinnacle of making a breakthrough, keep it to yourself. If you're about a second away from cashing that lotto check, right? Keep it to yourself if you're starting that new position or you're in a really great relationship. I know there's a lot of things you want to share with those that we love, but not everyone welcomes the good news that we have. So let's wait until we're a little bit more settled and we know who's in our corner and we've weeded out those that aren't before we start sharing the things that are close and dear to our heart. As we wrap up the month for career energies, some of you might be into music. You're either listening to music to heal you during these times, or you're playing more music, or you're using music as a way to create and to also manifest. Others of you artistically are drawing and painting your thoughts and ideas. Some of you might get commissioned to paint a canvas, right? Or to do a book or a mural. Others of you, energetically, you are healing by prayers, by being a light worker, by being a spiritualist. You have natural healing to help others and to help not only them find their purpose, but also it illuminates and lights up and fulfills your life purpose. At the bottom of the deck, this is a time for many of us this end of June where we need to continue to let go what doesn't work for us, what we need to walk away from, what we have outgrown. That lesson, that chapter has been fulfilled. It is closed. So walk away from situations. Sometimes you have to do that in order to have the peace or the resolution you need. In the middle of the deck with light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing and light and love to this world. And I believe that to be so true for the Sagittarius community, being the loving light individuals that we are. So if you need to know what your purpose is, that is your purpose and calling. The color energy as we wrap up June, we've got the beautiful yellow color of lemon, access innovative thinking with the energy of 23, which is 5. You know what? There might be 5 things that you have on your temple that you want to do. 5 things within your heart that you want to create. 5 people that you want to reach out and heal or talk to. Or again, you want to just network with. Whatever the innovative thinking that you have, it is bright and it's beautiful and as fresh as this lemon, right? To squeeze. Share and work with people who work and align with the things that you want to create and be innovative, especially with technology the way how it is. There's so much that many of you have gifts and talents for and with that others can collaborate with. With the energy, the beautiful aqua, the healing waters, the calling out for us, hey, school's out. Let's go to the beach, get out in nature. If you don't live near blue water, get near the sea, go to the islands, go to the Caribbean, swim in the beautiful aqua waters of the sea. Experience peace and calm. And I tell you, just looking at this card, even if you were to screenshot this for a second, the peace and calm it gives you. When I don't like being in water necessarily. I like walking through it, but I definitely like sitting on the beach and just looking at the water, the colors. It does give you peace and calm. And if you ever want to just get away to meditate, you want to have a peace of mind and tranquility, please go near the ocean, the beautiful blue sea. With the color energy of ruby, it's also time now as we end June to rejuvenate your body. And for many of you, yes, because you've had like a real hard winter, or especially if you're a teacher or someone that gets the summer off, this is your time to decompress, to rebuild so that you can be renewed in September. So rejuvenate your body. Go out there and continue to think and grow with your fellow teachers or whatever type of work that you're in, that you kind of work through the winter months and then you're off during the summer, and get out there and get the peace and calm for your soul. Release the stress and the energy from everything you endured all year and get ready for new energy and new excitement for your life when September comes around. At the bottom of the deck, we end with the color energy of gold. Attract abundance. The glory of God's gifts, the glory of the gifts that you bring not only to yourself but to the world. The opportunity to build and to give to yourself and also to pay it forward. The other messages as we close out, the universe wants you to stop calling yourself garbage, stop calling yourself negative names, stop being a Debbie Downer on yourself. You are a blueberry princess. You are amazing. Stop beating up on yourself. So what, you didn't get that job? So what, that relationship didn't work out? So what, those friends walked out of your life? You're probably going to be better for it. You are amazing. Whatever happens today, Sagittarius, you will make it through. And you know what? Make it through. That's what we've been doing through it all. And you will continue to do that. Sagittarius, you're not a burden. The universe, is very lucky to have you. And I know sometimes we each feel like we're a burden to our children, we're a burden to our parents, we're a burden to God. You're not a burden. God created you for something special. You are amazing. You are going to get through what is going on in your life today. And whoever you are and wherever you are in life, there is someone or a group of people who are very lucky to have you. We end with, you are worth taking care of. You know, Sagittarius, we are the greatest caregivers. You know, we're such loving, healing light workers. But there's those times when we need to go out to the sea. We need to be with nature. We need to be with God, in the sense that we need to decompress. We need healing. We might not have the energy. We might be ill. We might be out of service. Not that we want to be, but we just might be in that particular season. It's okay to let others take care of you, Sagittarius, for a change. Let people love on you and hold you and do good by you and for you. Don't think of it like, quid for quo, but think of it that it's the universe returning back the beautiful energy. It's coming full circle. All the love you've bestowed upon people, all the healing that you've given to others, now when you need it, let it come to you. So I love that. We also get commune with nature. Sagittarius, you're part of nature. You find peace and healing when you connect deeply with the elements. So please, sit in the grass, right? Bathe in the sun. Let the rain pour down on you. Let nature soothe you. As you soar, going by the blue sea, just being out in nature, it's healing, it's calming, and it just feels so good. Now, let's tap into the tarot before we close out this wrap-up. What are the other messages and energies for Sagittarius that you would like to convey or share with them? So some of you, as you end this month, you might end it in conflict, and that conflict energy might pour into July, and sometimes you have to have that good fight. You have to get it out your system. You have to go through those battles to get the victory or to get what is truly yours. So it could also be a symbol that people might be competing with you. Could be competing with you for a job, for a relationship. It also could be a sign it's competition, which leads to financial struggle for some of you. If you want to do something or move forward, the answer would be no with this card energy. This is also a card that represents your solar plexus. So this could be a calling for you to work on your solar plexus. That accompanied with the 4 of Wands, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Wands, and then the underlying card of the Page of Cups. Well, yes, you might fight tomorrow, but there's going to be some upcoming celebrations. So you know what? This could be like the arguments. Have you ever been a bride or in a wedding? Right? The arguments and the fuss and the disagreements. But hopefully everything goes cool that day. So it's like if you're a bride, or like I said, if you're participating in a wedding, could even be like a graduation ceremony, some type of big event, where everyone doesn't agree. There's those type of conflicts coming on, but it's worth it at the end. The celebration is going to go off without a hitch, and everything will be cool. And then you'll be looking like, wow, I got through it. So for many of you graduating, going into a new job, getting married, renewing vows, taking a big step in your life. You're looking towards your future, planning what your next step is going to be. Where do I go from here? So a lot of you have a lot to work with and to look forward to. So many of you this particular week, or as we go into the end of June now, are going to be celebrating, if not big cycles in your life or big completions in your life, possibly your children or someone very close to you. Again, like having the whole world in your hands, having opportunities that you've never had before, could even be financial gain, like what do I do with this money, where do I invest, where do I go next from here. And with the Page of Cups comes the energy where your career, again, new opportunities, new doors. You just finished graduating from college and you already have a job lined up, right? Or you did some additional training and you're on to a new department, a new position, a role of leadership. For love, for many of you, the Page of Cups could be arousing your emotion in a new relationship. And then finances, opening up the doors of financial opportunities. Many of you could be graduating as far as paying off your debt, right? Isn't that a great thing? Or coming into money, which you're going to put into use to make your life fulfilled. In the middle of the deck, we enter the energy of the Six of Cups. Why do we always get this Six of Cups, right? We got it in the message last week, and we're ending the June energies with that. So yes, many of you do have people who will be coming back in looking for forgiveness, seeking your kindness, wanting to be in the fold of your life again. This is someone who's either had childhood memories with you or they remember you from childhood. You know, they've been thinking of those childhood memories, coming to you, bringing gifts, flowers, calling you, trying to reach out to you, sending messages to others. You know, this is a yes card, so this might be the feeling that you have if this person did come to you, even though, you know, it's been a while. You might be, yes, receptive to their forgiveness. Okay, this person could be a water sign because this card does represent the water energy. It's the number 6, so this could be someone who is either born on the 6th. You might hear from them on the 6th, maybe reaching out to you like 6 a.m., 6 p.m., or you're going to hear from them in 6 days, 6 weeks, or the latest 6 months. So yes, Sagittarius, you know, the end of June has so much going on for you. You know, between all the craziness and the uncertainty, there are a lot of good things happening for those around you and also for you. And, you know, as we close out the month of June and we end this wrap up the June energy, I just pray for peace and love and solitude and gratitude for all of you. So let's just bow our heads down and take a deep breath in. And exhale out, and we just call upon you, Father of life, Father of glory and praise. Just continue to bless Sagittarius, and no matter what walk of life that they're in, their families, their path, their journeys, let them see and live their true purpose. Let us all acknowledge that yes, there's some crazy things going on right now, but we know this too shall end, and the doors of new energy, new direction, peace, the way of life that you wish for us to live, oh God, is right around the corner. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and comment. And come on back and see some more of the content. Namaste.